Hi folks, it's Chef Kevin. Who doesn't like Philly cheesesteak heroes? Well, I'm going to be making Philly cheesesteak sliders. These are the main ingredients. This is choice ribeye thin sliced beef. I purchased this at my local Japanese store. This is rather pricey. It's 0.8 of a pound and it's almost 17 bucks. But this looks very good. It's thin sliced, like I said. And that's one of the keys to a good Philly cheesesteak hero, is that the steak has to be cut thinly sliced. One way you can go about that is by buying the ribeye steak, putting it in the freezer for a few minutes, and then slicing it as thin as possible with a sharp knife. Ribeye is the favorite for Phillies because it has a good marbling quality to it. I'm also going to be putting an onion into the mix. So as they would say in Philly, it's wit onions. Going to be using mozzarella cheese. You can use several different types of cheeses. I like mozzarella. And as far as the bread goes, this is a pack of 12 dinner rolls from Martin's. And I'm going to be making these all 12 at a shot. I'm not making them one at a time. That just does not make sense. Okay folks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into ribbons about 1/4 inch wide or so. These just look beautiful. Right amount of fat to them, thin sliced. Now, a lot of people use steakums, but it's just not the same thing. These are going to cook very quickly since they are soaked down. The next step after this is I'm going to prep the onion. Those are going to be thin sliced as well. Look at this. This looks beautiful. This is going to be a great Philly cheesesteak slider. Okay, the ribeye is all cut into ribbons. I'm going to season it well. Salt and pepper, the two most common spices in the world. A liberal amount. Pepper, black pepper. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper as well. That'll just give it a little extra heat factor. I know that's not true Philly, but when you're the chef, you can do what you want. You can see these are all little ribbons. It's going to cook real quick. Beautiful. Okay folks, this pan is hot enough. I'm going to put the sliced ribeye in first. I didn't put any oil in there because it's not necessary. The ribeye steak has enough fat within it, and I'm using a non-skid pan. I'm going to let that cook down for about a minute or so, and then I'm going to add my onions in, cook it for perhaps another 4 to 5 minutes, and then place it on the rolls. Cooking away quite nicely. Now if you like peppers or mushrooms, you can feel free to add that in. I certainly do, but I just don't have any available right now. It really is so quick to cook. This is nice and browned, folks. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. And I'm going to start my rolls. This is 1 dozen dinner rolls. It's going to run a knife right through the center of them. Voila! Disposable foil tray. Works very good. Gonna go ahead and place the steak and onion mix right on top. Spread it out as evenly as I can. You don't want to get a mouthful of just bread. Close to the edge as I can. Beautiful. Cheese on top of that. Again, I'm going to try to spread it out as evenly as possible. Más queso. This is not diet food, this is party food. Well, you probably realized that already. Okay. Top's back on. Now I've melted some butter in between scenes. And what I'm going to do is take a little brush over the tops of these dinner rolls with a little butter. This will make them nice and browned up. Very well. Now what I'm going to do is pop this into my Easy Bake Oven, 325 degrees, 20 minutes. Okay folks, straight out of the oven, your Philly cheesesteak sliders are quite ready. Nicely cooked. Cheese is oozing out. Now, the reason I like sliders is because it's small food, it's party food, and if you're at a party and there's several different types of treats available, you don't want to just fill up on one because that doesn't make sense. You want to try several different foods. That's why sliders are perfect. Steak sauce. Ketchup, otherwise known as salsa de tomato. Kind of cheated here and got some McDonald's fries because I was too lazy to make my own. But tell me this doesn't look good. Okay. Thanks for watching, folks.